So this is that awkward moment where, a live stream starts when nobody gets there yet. Hi, Princess Bloom. Thank you for stopping in. You are my record holder for fastest participant in a live chat, I think, ever for me. How are you? Doing good? Not sure how long I'm going to stream. There's a lot of streaming going on. I've been in several live chats today to where I lost track of time, and I almost forgot that I had my own stream going today. And I almost screwed it up. I activated the stream like 10 minutes ago and then lost it, and I had to recreate the event to redo it again. So we'll give it a go for a little bit. I've been having, honestly, a pretty weird day. Started off with like a road rage attack. This guy kind of cut me off. I had to stop at a bank on my way to work at an ATM, and I was in the turning lane to pull into this grocery plaza, and he decided he wanted to also be in that lane, and rather than slow down and go behind me, he thought he would speed up and get in front of me. So I kind of slowed down, not knowing what this guy was going to do, which I guess caused him to almost hit me. And he was really mad and followed me like into the store that I was going into to use the ATM. And he was a really big guy. Like, it was weird. And just this argument, like shouting, he was just shouting at me about how I cut him off. And I was trying to explain, like, there's no physical way that I could have cut you off, because it's just, you were turning into my lane. It didn't make sense. And people were in line, like it was a long line for the ATM this morning, which was really weird. But I do live in a city, so I'm guessing, and this is not meant in any way, but I think maybe benefits came out and people were getting their money from their accounts to buy groceries because we were in a grocery store. So, I don't know. So, Princess Bloom, are you here because you're just hanging out, or do you watch, or have you watched The Chilling Adventures of Sabrina? Are you even still here? Hi, Linda. Thank you for stopping in. I know you're going to be stream hopping a lot today. That's what I've been doing all morning. Cool. Cool, Princess. Thank you. But his chat was going so fast, it was really difficult to network. I won't have that issue because this will probably be as many people in my room at one time that I'll get. For school, a school project or a personal project. Sometimes the personal projects can be more stressful. Yeah, that's what I had planned this stream, Linda, before I was in your chat this morning and realized that Friday was a thing. So I'll know that going forward. I won't schedule myself like in the middle, because I'd like to participate in those chats. I probably benefit more. Hi, Just a Girl. For my channel, I probably benefit more with networking in those larger channels than I will with the live stream. But I did set a goal to do more live streams. Hi, Classic Time. Thanks for stopping in. So this is kind of cool. I'm not used to getting like a handful of people into the stream so quickly. I was originally going to do this as a vlog, like as a review of the TV show that is in that thumbnail, the Sabrina, the Chilling Adventures of Sabrina, because it's a Netflix series that I really liked. But I'm so bad at editing, and I don't have any software really, so I thought I would throw it out there as a topic. If it comes up, cool. If not, maybe I'll save my review for another time, but it was a fun series. The weather's been nice here. Tyler, you found me. I saw your comment in the original stream that I had going on, and then while I was trying to set up my mobile phone, I activated the stream, and instead of pausing it, I stopped it, so I lost the stream. So I had to recreate the event, and just kind of a nightmare. Hi, April and fam. Thank you for coming in. So I'm trying something different. I don't know whose chat suggested it, but I popped out my window for the chat because that's something I struggle with. So I've been able to make the chat box a little larger, which kind of helps. Hi, Skater Girl. Welcome. Thanks for the heart. Heart to you too. I was going to wear a funky hat today, but I couldn't find one. I guess I'll have to wait till like Halloween. But I thought maybe I'd find some like Valentine's Day clearance, but it's all gone. I wanted to get a little headband with horns. Kind of go with my picture on my thumbnail. Kind of go with the theme of the Sabrina the Teen Witch. Since it's all kind of revolves around the devil or whatever, witchcraft and all that. So, but no cute headband for me today. Thank you, Tyler. Yeah, that was a really fun cosplay, and we actually did that in a couple of different cosplay conventions because it was so well received. And the fun thing about conventions is, you know, your costume is really good when you get stopped, and we got stopped so many times, even in line before the convention even started, for kids to take their picture with us, and that's the hugest compliment. Your compliment is very appreciated too, don't get me wrong, but it's like when you're in that moment and you're seeing all these people that are dressed in their costumes, and somebody gives you that they want to have their picture taken with you. So it was really cool. And both of my kids' costumes, like, we worked on those for weeks, and those are all like handmade. Like the ball cap with the symbol, that's hand painted. My daughter's shirt, the little emblems, I'm not even sure what everything's called. I made those out of clay. We thrift shopped for the shirts, the shoes. There's a lot of duct tape involved in some of those. That white lab coat that I have, I actually borrowed from the work meat department. So yeah, they were missing a meat coat for the meat department that weekend when I borrowed that. Hi, pure ostentation. How are you? Sorry, I kind of was being silly with the pronunciation there. So let me just throw it out there. Did anyone see, hi Graham's World, Sabrina the Teen Witch? Because I'll table it as a topic, because I'm not going to force people to talk about a show that they didn't see, because the conversation was going to be weak anyways, because it's such a fresh series that I wasn't going to give any spoilers anyways, so I don't want to ruin it for anybody. If you like Netflix TV series and you have Netflix, and you like the Riverdale TV show on the CW, It's definitely worth checking out. The only warning I'll give, I'll just jump to the warnings, and maybe that'll be the amount of conversation we'll have. I listed 5 things that may put you off this television series, because if you're easily offended by like non-Christian beliefs, because this show is all kind of the flip side of Christianity. It's all like, I want to say devil worship, but that's going to give like a weird connotation to it. But it's comical in the way that they say when they're angry at each other, "Oh, you could just go to heaven," instead of, we would say, you know, in normal everyday life, "Go to hell." So they say the opposite. So if you're like a religious person and that's your faith, and seeing, I don't want to say parodied either, like it's a fine line what they do. But if you're easily put off by that, then it's a huge no. Don't go see that. Don't watch that show. And then it's a teen drama, so it was intended to be on the CW originally. So there is a lot of forced political statements like gender, transgender, discovery, that kind of stuff. So there's the I say forced because it almost seems like these new shows have an agenda to add all that stuff in, whether it's tied to the story or not. By the way, Linda, if you're still in the room, I am drinking coffee, so feel free. And then there's, on that same tone, there's, you know, bisexuality, a lot of promiscuous sex, encouragement of underage drinking and sex, and that's kind of explained as being a part of the rites of the warlocks and the witches when they turn 16 and things. So you have to kind of watch it for that. And then just in general, it's a horror TV show, so there is gore to it. There is killing, murder, blood, you know, broken bones, and Satan, like the devil is in the show. It's a character in the show. Yeah, so if you love demons, magic, and fantasy, you will like the show. But if you are not wanting to expose yourself or your kids to that, then don't watch the show. Yeah, it is Sabrina the Teenage Witch. It is Sabrina the Teenage Witch. So there used to be the TV show that was very family friendly on ABC or whatever channel it was. So what happened in 2014, Archie Comics did an offshoot line of comic books, and it was called Archie Afterlife. And they did this whole cool Archie universe, but the Archie series of comics dealt with like zombie apocalypse. And then there was an offshoot title, The Chilling Adventures of Sabrina, which explored Sabrina and witchcraft and the witchcraft lore, warlocks, the relationship with satanic worship and all that. And that comic book was, and those were all both teen plus comics. They were not intended for, you know, children to be reading like the original Archie comic book. So yeah, this is Sabrina the Teenage Witch. It's just kicked up like multiple times up the chart, and there's a reason why it's on Netflix, because you know, there's foul language, there's killing. I don't think I remember any nudity, but there's definitely suggestion of nudity in it. So yeah, Tyler, it is Sabrina the Teen Witch. They just cut the teenage witch part off. It's actually funny that you would bring that up in this second part. It's called part 2, the current run of 9 episodes, because it was 9 episodes were part 1. They did a Christmas special, and then there's these 9 episodes. That's actually considered one season. even though they came out over the course of, I think, a year and a half. But anyways, they do a lot of nods to the original Sabrina the Teen Witch TV series, with some of the things that Sabrina does in one of the episodes. So it's kind of funny. If you watched the original show a lot, you'll pick up on those little hints and Easter eggs, they call them. So, yeah, it's a fun show. And I do like Netflix. It's good for binge watching. That's the one thing I do like about Netflix. If you get behind, you can just run those episodes back to back in an afternoon and catch up. Yeah. So I was saying earlier, I had like a road rage incident this morning, and it kind of has thrown off my whole day. Everything at the beginning of the week, if some of you were in my live stream on Tuesday, you remember I was so like super pumped and excited and emotional and happy. And I'm not unhappy today. I'm just like thrown off, and I'm trying to kind of adjust because I have a busy weekend planned. But yeah, this guy cutting me off and yelling at me and then following me into the grocery store that I was going into just to like yell and argue about that I cut him off when he was the one that cut me off. And I just kept telling him, I'm like, sir, it's not anything to argue about. Everybody's safe, you know. And people were around, so sometimes people feed off of the energy of people watching, and there were definitely people waiting to see if this guy was going to punch me or not. Yeah, Tyler, thanks for bringing that up. I have that's planned for tomorrow. And I was chatting last night with my friend who we are in the paranormal group together, and we've got some first timers coming with us that have never done a ghost hunt before. So it should be fun. I'm really hoping that the stream works. I'm nervous that I wasn't able to confirm whether or not they had Wi-Fi at the building that we're going to, and it's a museum. It's when you hear the word museum, you think it's like a large place, but it's a small museum, but it's in three buildings, three houses, kind of on this main street in the small town that we live near. But I got my equipment right here. I got my laser pointer grid thing. I got my flashlight. And I got my micro SD recorder. Got all fresh batteries. And I'll finish packing up my little go bag tonight. That's the one thing, like when you see those TV shows and the ghost hunting shows, and they talk about battery drainage, like that's a real thing. Like I've had batteries when I first started that I knew were, like full batteries, just die. And that's what I'm afraid of with my phone. I'm just afraid. Hey, Renegade Thrifter, thanks for coming in. I love thrifting, by the way. I have one video of my daughter and I thrifting at a Goodwill on my channel, and that's something I really wanted to do more of over the summer. But with now the subscription cap, I don't know how I'll get away with trying to do that. So that kind of sucks. But it looks like I might hit 500 subscribers today, so I guess I'll do the, if you aren't already a subscriber to my channel, if you want to do that, that would be awesome. I think I'm like 15 away from hitting 500, which is awesome. And that's pretty much my focus today, is to be reaching out and networking in some of the other live streams that are going on today, and meeting some people, trying to pick up good habits for YouTube. There's been so many things happening with YouTube, it seems like. 3 a.m. I know we're starting at 8 p.m. So we probably won't be there that late. I'm guessing typically what happens is the newbies um, get a little not scared, but they don't understand like how the adrenaline rush at the beginning gets you pretty worn out by the 4 hour mark. So I'm not sure if we have the place reserved for the whole night or if we just do for 4 hours. A couple different places that we've gone to, you kind of buy a package and it's based on how many people are going to be in your group, and depending on the size of your group you may get lumped with other people. And then there's also time frames, so like you could go for a 4 hour group or a 8. We've been lucky to do some complete overnights and have it, like the Rolling Hills Asylum was one that we did a complete overnight. But it takes your energy from you, because you think about being in a abandoned haunted asylum for 8 hours in the middle of the night, and you get tired. It does wear on you a little bit. Share it to Twitter. I'll share your vid on Reddit as well. Oh, thank you, Swifters. I appreciate that. We were in that particular video. My daughter still actively cosplays. I'm not so much anymore, but Goodwill and Salvation Army, those are like our go-to spots for costumes and props and things. And I may actually I want to get some computer speakers. I may go there and keep an eye out. Oh, thank you guys. I did, Tyler. I actually did share the stream, and that's part of what made me screw up the original thing. I activated the stream, but I didn't realize I was activating it. I thought I had to push. I'm using Streamlabs on my phone, and I thought that I had to click the one button, which turned out to be the start button, to be able to get into it to share it. So I learned from that mistake, and I shared it from my desktop computer this time. Yeah, it can be spooky. Tyler, that is a great question. I've had opportunities to use a Ouija board. So this is how I feel about a Ouija board. I have been very against me personally using it. I love watching. I've seen it be used. It freaks me out. I'm not gonna lie. And I'm getting closer to being interested to do it. It's the same thing with tarot cards and tarot readings. Over time with doing ghost hunts and going to paranormal conventions and things, you meet all these people and you have these opportunities to use a Ouija board, or you spoke to people who have experiences using them, or get tarot card readings. And getting tarot readings and using a Ouija board are the two things that kind of freak me out personally. But I'm getting closer to it. I just think when you do that kind of stuff, you open yourself up for whatever could happen after that. Like, I watch a lot of horror movies, and I know a lot of that's fantasy and everything, but there are some horror movies that depict, like you use a Ouija board and you're opening up a way for a spirit or a demonic whatever to enter into you or into your living space. And like a part of me thinks that could really happen, so I've been nervous to do it. You have used them? Yeah, see, I'm just freaked out. I don't know. I might finally do it. Now we've used the rods during some investigations. We're pretty standard. We don't have one of the spirit boxes or anything like that. We're pretty low budget paranormal group. And again, we haven't done anything as a group in probably a year and a half, because we had some members move to Florida, and then just I had some physical things. But we're going to try to get back into it this year. Definitely try to do some more exploring and whatnot. That's why I've got my little... It's the only thing I could find that I had that had any type of devil. I'm going to show this. Can anyone tell me who this is? From what show? I don't have a prize for you if you know who it is. The name is kind of hard to remember sometimes, but the show, you might remember it. If you do, let me know. So what else? What else is going on? Where are we all in the world? Are we? I'm on the East Coast, so it's 1:22 here. You don't know who that? Oh, Powerpuff Girls. Tyler, you got it. You got it. It's from the Powerpuff Girls. That's right. It's actually, this is one of those Funko Pop figures, and I had to get it when it came out. I guess it's actually worth something now. Yep, that's the name, Tyler. Did you look it up? You said you couldn't think of it, and then you got it. So, oh, you're in the UK. That's awesome. I would love to go over there. Would really love to visit that whole countryside. Just fascinates me. My short bucket list is a trip to Romania. I've been pricing those trips out over the past couple of months. I found a couple of tour packages that you can get. Sushi. Ugh. I've never tried sushi. I don't know. I don't know if I could eat it. Maybe. Yeah, I want to go to Romania. I want to do, I want to see the Carpathian Mountains, and I want to go to Brahms Castle and all that. It's just, the money part of it. And a lot of those tour groups, I'm separated, so it wouldn't be like a family trip, so it would be just me, and I doubt I would find a friend that would be able to go for, a week's time to another country like Romania. So chances are, if I go, it would be by myself. And then the kid in me, yeah, it's beautiful. I love the culture, the language. I've read up a lot about it. I've had a friend who was from Romania, and I could listen to her talk for forever. Literally, I was like a schoolboy with a crush on this woman just because of her facial features and her voice. But that's not why I'm going there. But there's a lot of other. It's the horror history of it. Plus, it's just a beautiful country. I've never really gone outside of the country other than like Canada. Well, I've been to Mexico as well. So, but those are within my borders. I want to go like over somewhere else and see their stuff. But like, so when I'm planning this trip, the kid in me can't help but think of that American Werewolf in London movie. I think that was it, the John Landis werewolf movie. The werewolf folklore is probably one of my favorite. Then maybe vampires after that, but I've always thought the Universal Studios Wolfman was always a fun story. No, you're right, Tyler. That's yeah. They say that Vlad the Impaler was the inspiration for Bram Stoker's Dracula uh, book novel, and then all the movies that have come out since, thousands of them probably. Hey, Ralph's Trucking, thanks for stopping in. We may have already been in a live stream together today or not, or if not, I think yesterday for sure. I'm losing track. I've been in so many live streams over the past day and today. I got up early and I was doing jumping into live streams. Right, who doesn't? Like, what's there not to like? It's a love story, really, if you think about it. Little vampiric, other than like the Twilight series. I mean, that's, I guess, a love story too, but Vlad the Impaler had it first. Yeah, there's a lot of streams going on today. I appreciate you taking the time to come in. I was telling Linda from Linda's House at Chill that I'll probably think better. Yeah, I'm getting a phone call. Is that, you can see the screen is jumping? Yeah. I don't know how to disable that. Like, I put it on mute so you couldn't hear it, but it still made the screen. I was getting nervous it was going to cut off the stream. And on my phone, it made a huge box that was like this big. So it cut like almost the entire screen off. And I think that's because the screen is landscape. And I got nervous for a second, I'm not going to lie. Started to sweat a little bit. So in the UK, you are 5 hours ahead of us, is that right? So it's almost 7 o'clock at night, or 8? Yeah, so it's nighttime. Or evening, early evening. Yeah, Ralph, I didn't know that. And I had planned this stream yesterday, kind of last minute. I'm gonna know that for the future. I won't plan myself a Friday stream. Like I was telling Linda, I was in her chat earlier this morning, and that's when I saw the schedule. And I want to be in those live streams so I can network with other people, so I can grow my channel. I think if I network enough, I might be able to hit 500 subscribers today. So I probably I was in a stream right before I came on here, and the chat was just going so fast. I was able to connect with a few people, but sometimes it's hard. The chat gets going by so fast. And so Ralph, what time is your stream at? Feel free to shout it out. Yeah, I was more worried, Ralph, about me. I wanted to participate in the chat for myself to network. I don't mind only having like 6 or 7 people in my chat. Like, that part I wasn't worried about. You start in an hour? Okay. Yeah, I wasn't planning on going probably more than an hour today, just because of that reason. I wanted to jump in and see some other people. I also want to be in people's live streams so I can learn, more habits, what people are doing, what to look out for. The stream that I was just in before, I can't believe I can't remember what the name of it was. He was a great guy. He had a turkey. Ralph, you probably know who was. He might even still be on right now. But yeah, 2:30 Eastern time. Yeah, I'm Eastern time too. I'm in Rochester, New York. You're not in Elmira, are you, Ralph? There was somebody in the chat room that was in, or I don't know. It seemed like they were close by. You don't have to answer. I'm not going to stalk you. That's not why I was asking. I won't just randomly show up at your house. Yeah. So yeah, I don't think. Are you able to put a link, Ralph? Let me see. Maybe let me see if I'm. This is where I struggle. I'm gonna try to. Learning how to do this all. La 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 la. Let's see if I figured this. Let me see if this works. Yeah. All right. So there's your link, Ralph. So, I mean, there's not. Oh, okay. Oh, yeah. Hanging with Jay. Okay. Jay lives in New York. Yeah. So, there's your link. I don't know if there's anyone interested in that. So is it strictly like networking, or do you have other topics too, or just Fridays is just dedicated to like shouting out each other in their channels? I think that's awesome. I wished I would have, did more exploring into live streams and things months ago, because I would have maybe not to 1,000, but I'd be closer to it. Working it. Excuse me. My coffee got cold fast today. I don't know what's up with that. I'm not used to talking so much while I drink my coffee. Usually, I live alone, so usually you can pour a cup of coffee and drink it, not be talking. That's funny. Yeah, Blood, B&O, and Farmall. Yeah. Some of those are later streams, right? I know Farmall. I think I've been in one of his chats before. I know I'm subscribed to all of them, so I'm sure I'll get the notifications. Yeah. Yeah, so I'll definitely, I'm sure I'll see you in your chat, and then I'll just pop. So what do you guys do? Like, communicate through like an email and set up a schedule and say like, I'll do 2:30 to 4:30 and. Oh yeah, definitely watch it. I'll open up their channel, go into a video, let the video run for a couple of minutes, put a comment, like, subscribe, ring the bell. Yeah, I always end up having like multiple tabs open on my computer because I like to let the video run for a little bit anyways. I try to pick like if people have like a 4-minute video or a 5-minute video, that usually works out the best. Sometimes, some channels though you go to and there's no videos on the front page, you have to kind of hunt for them. That's a little harder to do. Yeah. Do you have like a set time that you do it for? Hi Danny. Hello everyone inside chat. How are you today? We kind of talked about Sabrina, the Chilling Adventures of Sabrina a little bit, if that was what you came in for, because that was my thumbnail. We didn't really do a whole lot of talking about it. We've just kind of been just chilling, talking about Ouija boards and ghost hunts and Netflix. And Ralph's getting ready. He has a stream coming up at 2:30. I'm doing okay. I did have I was talking earlier about my day starting off with kind of being attacked by a guy who had like crazy road rage and followed me into a grocery store that I was going to use the ATM, and started a big scene, and kind of a crowd started to watch to see if he was going to hit me or not, or what my reaction was going to be. Thankfully, I know when to just keep calm, because there was no sense getting into a major argument with this guy. I wasn't going to win it. Hey, there you are. Hey, Onyx. I said Onyx. I know that's not your name, but I said Onyx. Thanks for coming by. Tyler, my knee this week has been really swollen. So I went back to work Tuesday, after not being to work for about 5 weeks. I went off of my leave of absence 3 weeks early, so I kind of overdid it a little bit. So today I didn't go to work, actually, just to keep my knee from blowing up. I did ice this morning. I'll do ice in a little while again on it. It feels better, but yesterday it was hurting pretty bad. So I'm a little worried about that for the ghost hunt tomorrow night. I'm hoping the adrenaline from just being in the ghost hunt will get me through. But I have to get up early because I have my live stream tomorrow morning at 7 a.m. for the window cam for the squirrel that comes. And then tomorrow night at 9, I'll have the live stream for the ghost hunt for however long my battery lasts or the connection holds. So those are my two big concerns with that stream. And then Sunday morning, I've got to get up and be ready at 7 a.m. for the squirrel cam again. So Sunday is going to be my day of rest for sure. Once the squirrel gets his cookies, I'll be kind of like napping all day. I doubt I'll get out of my pajamas for sure. Maybe I'll watch some more Netflix or something. Yeah. So I hope everybody's having a decent day today. We got 10 likes. That's crazy. I love it. I really am looking forward to doing more live streams. Yeah, Tyler, this is probably one of my more busy weekends. It's because of the ghost hunt thing. I mean, it sounds like it's a lot, but I don't know. I mean, there's people that do a lot more than I do. Hard part for me is that being that I've been out of work for the past 5 weeks or whatever because of my knee surgery, you get kind of used to that. So I've definitely put on a few pounds. So I get, I got to get back into shape for that. The curveball with the 1,000 subscribers for the live streaming from your mobile device really is squashing a lot of my summer live stream plans. Like I have this list of local events that I wanted to go to and stream, but I may still video them and do it as a vlog, or I'll try the Streamlabs. One of the streamers last night brought up the point that they weren't sure whether or not the Streamlabs, using that on your mobile phone to kind of go around the rule, is violating the rule. So I could be potentially putting myself in jeopardy of losing my channel because I'm kind of going around the YouTube rules. So I guess I want to do that as little as possible. Like I'll do it Saturday because I'm really committed to doing that live stream for the ghost hunt. But I think the next live stream, I'll use my webcam. I have a webcam that I can point out the window and do it that way. I don't want to get my channel in trouble or myself, because that's no fun. No fun at all. So what else is going on? I want to drink this coffee, but it's totally cold. It's really not that good. Not gonna lie. Yeah, I do like having the screen the way it is, where I can pop out the chat. I do like the chat box being a little bigger. So that was a good tip from that channel that said that. I don't. Yeah, I don't see. Whoa. Uh-oh, uh-oh, uh-oh. I got messing with it. What else is going on, everybody? I don't even know. It says there's 4 people watching now, but I think mine counts maybe as 2 because I'm on my computer and I'm also on my TV. So I like to just watch the lighting, what it looks like on a computer, what it looks like on a TV, and I can see what it looks like on my phone. Someday I'll get more creative and maybe I'll have like an actual green screen or some funky background. Hello, hi Shiv. Yeah, thanks for watching that. That collection tour was from a few years ago, and sadly I don't have any of that left. It's all gone. It is all gone. All except for what you see right here. I had to sell all of it. Sold it all. But that's definitely was sad. Didn't nearly get what it's worth either. That's the hard part when you sell a collection. There's so much sentimental value attached to it that it's hard to put like a dollar amount on it. But the person that's buying it typically is buying it to resell it, so you kind of get put in a position to have to compromise. So yeah, I've got it pretty much down to just the bare essentials of my favorite stuff, and just my autographed comics left. So I don't know if you remember in that one part. Yeah, you know, it's an interesting way to phrase it, and without being like too dramatic, there was a lot dead inside at that time of my life when I had to sell that. So it was definitely emotional, but it was unfortunately necessary to get myself out of a toxic environment. So it's taken a while to get over that, but I'm in a better place now mentally. So I guess mental health is more important than the material things, even though I really did enjoy that. But that room became like my escape, my safe place. You know, everybody, that term safe place, that was my safe place. And then then it started to not become a safe place anymore because of just other things that were going on. So had to sell it. So this is now my new safe place. So nothing bad's happened here yet. You know, life goes on. I know it's cliche. Gets better a little bit every day. Yeah. So I bought my tickets finally, Tyler. I think you might have been the one that asked me maybe about Avengers Endgame. Yeah, I'll have the memories for sure. And plus, I have the video. We're gonna get that shaky screen again. I got another call coming. Wish there was a way to disable the incoming calls. I don't know. Maybe there is a way to do that. I just have to look it up. It's really distracting on the screen too to see that box like covering almost half the screen. Don't they know I'm streaming? I'm a professional. Trying to do my job. Never gonna get 500 subscribers with quality like that. The heck? You, me, and Benny. Hi, how are you? My one and only mod. You didn't miss anything. The first one I did, I accidentally started it and ended it. So I think it's literally like 7 seconds if you're referring to this, the chat and talk about the Chilling Adventures of Sabrina. That's right. They can chat me, and it's probably a bill collector, Tyler, so I don't need them. They don't need to know I'm doing anything on live. Yeah, you haven't missed anything though. You, me, and Benny. We've just been doing random chat, talking a little bit about Ouija boards and ghost hunts, because I have my ghost hunt tomorrow night, and we kind of talked a little bit about the Netflix series, The Chilling Adventures of Sabrina, because I just finished watching that yesterday. Oh, you did watch it? Cool. Yeah, it's such a great show. I really love it. So you would probably have appreciated, because nobody else, it seemed like, had like a real strong interest. Like, I had a whole bunch of notes and stuff prepared, but the only thing I did say, I had like 5 warnings for people who weren't sure if they were going to watch the show. And the first one being, if you're easily offended by non-Christian beliefs, because the show is kind of like in your face, the opposite of that, but kind of in a creative way. Anyways, at least I thought so. Yeah, I really love that show. I'm so glad it's on Netflix and not the CW. It was originally supposed to be on the CW network, and I just think the tone would not have worked. Just having that ability to do that extra amount of violence, which I know that doesn't sound good for me to be saying that, but like, I think there's an element of that violence that they needed to be able to have. Yeah, I don't know if Captain Marvel will steal the spotlight. I hope not too. I'm with you on that. Like, that movie was okay. Sorry, I'm distracted by, there's a tow truck outside my window. It looks like they're about to take somebody's car. So I just wanted to make sure it wasn't mine. It's not. Yeah, that's exactly the example that I used, was what in the heaven. I said, you can go straight to heaven, you know, when they get mad at each other. Like, yeah, they do that a lot in the show. And I remember when watching the first episodes, when they first did that, I was like, wait, what? And then it clicked. I'm like, oh my gosh, that's so funny. So creative. Yeah, we talked about too that's all based on a 2014 series of comic books. I don't think they're still running. It's dark humor, yeah, but it's horror. It's a horror show. Yeah, but not terrifying, but good. But I mean, like, in the vein of that, it's witches, warlocks, demons. I guess you could categorize it as horror in the way that the TV show Supernatural is horror. Like, it's that same kind of thing. I think that's probably the fairest comparison to another TV show that I can think of. I think the TV show Lucifer, that's more adult drama as opposed to like the other stuff. But Supernatural, I think, is a fair comparison to it. But it's like a mix between the TV show Supernatural and Riverdale. It's like the two are combined, and Riverdale is actually one of my favorite shows, which I know as an adult male I should be embarrassed to say. But it is what it is. I like it. It's a fun show. It's because I read the comic books as a kid, so that's my excuse. It's all just based on the comics. Yep. Yeah. So it's definitely the way they ended this season. It's definitely making me anxious for the next. So I guess we won't get any more Sabrina until Christmas. They'll do the solstice episode again, I think. I'm not sure how that'll work, because the original first 9 episodes came out last October, and then they did a Christmas episode, and then they had these 9 episodes. So there was 18 in one season with a big break in the middle. So maybe we'll get another Sabrina season 2 part 1 in October. That would be cool. Yeah, but you're an adult woman though, right? So like, it's okay for you to say that you like Riverdale and it not sound creepy. Like if I say I like Riverdale, my 19-year-old son likes to point out that it's creepy. So I'm not sure. I'm certainly not watching it to be creepy, but I did read the comic books. I really did. And I keep wanting to see them do the series that Chilling Adventures of Sabrina came out of in the comic books was a dark Archie comics world that they started in 2014 called Archie Afterlife of Archie, or Archie's Afterlife, where there's the whole zombie apocalypse and all that stuff happening. Tyler, I was a fan of found footage horror, but now it takes a really good story to like the found footage, because there's been so many movies that have kind of ruined it for me. Like when the original Blair Witch came out, I really liked it. Couldn't believe I sat through that entire movie. And then to have it end the way it did. And then that just opened the gates for all of these found footage. There have been some that I really like. And there have been some that I think are like Paranormal Activity has done 4 movies. And when you get to the 3rd and 4th ones, and I've actually just recently watched those, and I don't even know if they're technically found footage, but they're filmed in that style of that they're using the laptop cameras, or you're supposed to believe that it's like the home security system or whatever. Like, I don't know, they've kind of worn themselves out on me. Hey, Ludicrous Gaming, thank you so much. Wow, okay, thank you for coming in and doing that for me. I appreciate that. I want to make sure I go to your thing. Yumi and Benny, you since you're a mod, you can put your link in there if you want. You can put your link into the chat. I don't mind. I don't know that you'll get a lot of traffic from it, since there's just the 3 of us in here, I think. Yumi and Tyler, because I'm on 2 devices, so I think that's why it's showing 4. Yeah, I actually like the Annabelle movies. They're doing the Annabelle as a found footage movie, though. They did the same thing with the movie Hostel, and that's kind of a sub-genre of horror. It's called torture porn. I don't like the title of it, but it's that gratuitous kind of Saw kind of falls into that, but Saw kind of spaced out the No, Saw would be considered that torture porn. It's called. I mean, I'm not a big fan of the title, but I did like the Saw movies, and Hostel. But then that became like this trend as well, where it was just over the top, gratuitous traps or things. I really don't like horror movies that are like rape based, like I Spit on Your Grave, and I don't like those types of movies. I don't like the over the top religious movies, like The Nun I liked, and Annabelle I like, all those. But when they get like too religious, I don't know. Yeah, I see what you're saying, and that's all. I mean, the Annabelle movies are making money, and that's all from I guess they're calling that the Conjuring universe. Like that's all. They're all tied together. And I like those Conjuring movies too. But yeah, it gets overdone. It's like how, and the prequels. It's like a prequel to a prequel sometimes because they just run out of a way to do it. Yeah, Vacancy's pretty good. Who's that? Wilson. It's not Owen Wilson, but it's isn't that his name? Something. Him and his I don't know if it's his wife or his fiance. They get that hotel room, and they have the VCR, and he's watching the tape, and then he finally puts together that it's the violent thing that he's watching on the tape is something that happened in the room that they're in. It's been a while since I've seen that one, but I remember that one when it came out. Yeah, Vacancy. I just caught some of that on Roku or some. Oh, Luke Wilson. Owen Wilson is the kind of the crooked nosed blonde brother who does the. He's done a lot of comedies. Luke Wilson, yeah. Luke Wilson was also in My Super Ex-Girlfriend. That was kind of a fun movie. Yeah. Yeah, it was creepy. Who was the female that was in that, though? I can't. I know I want to say. She's a popular actress, or was. But I can't think of who she was. Like, I can see her in my head, but I can't think of her name. So she must not have been in a lot of things that I watched. Luke Wilson was also in. He's been in a couple of horror movies that I've watched, so that's why he stuck out. I have not seen Hereditary. Is it a? Oh yeah, Kate Beckinsale. Yeah, I don't know why I couldn't think of that name. Hereditary. I have not seen that, but maybe I'll. Must be good. Uh-oh, what's happening? My Wi-Fi disconnected, so I can't tell if it reconnected or not. It's still showing that I'm on. Did the stream stutter for you guys? Because my whole screen just flipped out. So you both have seen it, so I have to see it then now. Maybe that'll be the next topic. That'll be the next chat topic. Hereditary. I'm actually going to write it down. Hereditary. Is it going to be one of those movies that I'm going to say, but how did I miss seeing this? Terrifying. So I'll make sure to watch that late at night in the dark by myself. Yeah. The stream lagging at all? Because I can't tell if my Wi-Fi cut out or not. I had a message that said it disconnected. So Probably go for another like 10 or so minutes because there's some other live streams that are going to go up at 2:30. There is a live stream from Ralph's Trucking and More, and I'm going to go in there and check it out because I want to network, because I'm so close to 500 subscribers. I can taste it. Like, I'm going to taste it. Hi, Princess. Okay, cool. Princess, it kind of turned into a horror movie chat. Do you like horror movies at all? Or, I don't know, your name's Princess, so either you're a Disney fan or you are just a princess. And I bet you it's because you are a princess. That's my guess. But I bet you like the horror movies too. $2.81. Yeah, I've been really lucky, but I've been like every night, because I live alone, so I literally have nothing else going on. Like, I don't have to be responsible for taking care of children or a spouse. So I basically, I knew you were a princess. I could tell. But yeah, at night I'm just in people's live chats and I'm connecting with people that have similar interests, and you know, the drill. Just kind of doing it that way. And I've been using Twitter a lot. I don't know, like, in the long run if that's going to hurt me or not, but there's those Twitter threads, the YouTube game train, and all those things. Like, I wonder about those because it's such a not personal, not that I guess YouTube is really personal either, but I don't know, it seems like there's more involved when people are in a networking chat. There's more genuine interest in supporting each other, not sub for sub, but you know what I mean, like supporting the channels for each other. When you do the YouTube game threads on Twitter, which I have been doing, I just wonder how long that sticks. And I've been doing it for about 2 weeks, and I've definitely picked up some subscribers, but it seems like it's the same group of people. So now there's only like 1 or 2 new people in any of those threads. Yeah, and the follow and unfollow thing to me is so mind-blowing, because that was happening a lot to me. It's kind of slowed down a little bit, and I should probably knock on wood. But since I've been doing the networking through the other YouTube channels, it's been better. Thank you, Princess. I appreciate that. I think I'll get the 500, because there's a lot of good live streams, and it's Friday night. So I'll probably stay up into the night tonight. I do have to get up at 6 to get ready for my 7 o'clock live stream for the squirrel. But once I get that running, I'll probably take a nap in the afternoon anyways to be ready for the live stream for the ghost hunt. And really, everybody send positive vibes that ghost hunt is able to be streamed. I'm really nervous. I hope they have Wi-Fi that I can use, because that would really make the difference. Because the last time I tried to use the Streamlabs on my mobile phone without Wi-Fi, all I could see was the wheel buffer. And it's in a small town in the country. I want to say it's in the country, but I mean, it's like farm community and stuff. So maybe I will. I don't know. That would be kind of weird doing 2 streams in a day. Kind of putting the pressure on. I would have to create. Oh no, I have. So like my thing is with my thumbnails. Like I drive myself crazy with like trying to come up with a creative thumbnail. to kind of express my creativity. But I did come up with some generic backups just for that reason. So I have 4 generic Let's Chat generic thumbnails. So I could actually use that. Yeah, I'm so worried, like, how the quality of its, how the quality is gonna come across, because all the power is turned off, or not the power, but all the lights are off. So I do have an app that's night vision. I don't know. I'm gonna be winging it, and then just taking it from there. And then who knows, maybe there's going to be some evil spirits that are not going to want to participate, and they're going to drain my battery within minutes. That could happen. Maybe I'll do it as a found footage. Tyler, I'll set it up so when everybody's watching the stream, I'll try to add in some fake jump scares just to see if anyone notices. We'll just maybe something will actually happen. We should get a Ouija board. We'll do it that way. So yeah, I'll probably go to like 2:15. That'll give me time to clean up my desk here and then go over to Ralph's. If for some reason any of you go, his link is up in the chat. Ralph's Trucking and More. Let him know you came from this stream. Just that would be kind of cool, that he would know that. It was really nice of him to stop into my stream. I won't overdo myself. Thanks, Dad. I'll be all right. I'm not too worried about it. There's plenty of places to sit, and I'm familiar with the building because we've done 2. I think we've done 2 ghost hunts at this historic museum before. I think 2. So I think this is my 3rd time going there. At minimum, it's my 2nd. I know for sure we've been there once, but for some reason I think I've been there 2 times. So it'll be fine. There's lots of old furniture to sit down on. There's even some bedrooms set up where I just lay down and sleep in some ghost's bed. See how that goes. It really would be cool if something supernatural happened that I caught on camera. It would be crazy fun. For me it would anyways. Princess Bloom. I'm pretty sure I'm subscribed to your channel, but you know what? I'm going to just double check because that would be crappy of me if for some reason I wasn't. Oh yeah. Minecraft. My daughter still plays Minecraft. She's 16 and she loves it. She does a lot of The Sims too. So she does a lot of Sims and Minecraft. My son used to do a lot of Minecraft, but he's kind of morphed into like World of Warcraft and all that kind of stuff. Some of the bigger games. I just play one game, and eventually I'll live stream playing that. I have videos on my channel, tons of videos of it. So everybody, think positive for 500 subscribers today, which I should be able to get just from networking later. No, they don't have channels. Like they have YouTube, but they don't use it to create content. They just use it to watch other videos. But they don't put anything up. So, and then keep your fingers crossed for tomorrow. I doubt, Tyler, that I'll do another stream today. But who knows? Maybe I would. Yumi and Benny, do you want to put your link back up again one more time if you're still in here? Or I could. Let me see if I can. Red, hello. Again. What's happening? Let's see. Copy. I'm slow at this, so paste. That is, I guess I should have made a comment first about that. Oops. Red. Is it inappropriate to say that your picture, you look pretty? I don't know why. I don't know why oh, because I'm trying, son of a, you know what I did? I went to Red's page so I could copy the link, and instead of copying the link, I pasted Yumi and Benny's link, so it took me to Yumi and Benny's page when I was trying to copy the link for Red. Alright, copy. I mean, it's just the 4 of us in here. 3 of us, I don't know. I'll put them in there anyway. Check it on the tube. Yeah. I'm about ready to sign off in a couple of minutes. I'm going to go into some other live streams so I can network and kind of promote my channel. Ralph's Trucking and More has a link. Let's see if I can. Oh, I thought. Oh yeah, there we go. So this is Ralph's Trucking and More link. If you guys want to do that, that's where I'm going after this. If you do go there, just mention that you came from this channel, just to let him know, because he was very kind to come into my room today and chat and leave a like and all that good stuff. So, wait, I have a dislike? How do I have a dislike? What did I do? Oh my gosh. That's hilarious. How did I get a dislike? Oh. I guess there have been trolls like crazy on YouTube over the past couple of nights. I've been in a lot of live streams and it's been crazy seeing the trolls. It's so weird. Have you guys noticed that? Have you been in other streams though and seen like troll craziness happening? Like, I'm not saying that dislike was from a troll, but it's kind of weird. I guess maybe they didn't like our topic of conversation. Yeah, Red Ralph seems like a really nice guy. I'm definitely looking forward to going to his stream. I think it might be the first actual stream I'll get to go into. Yeah, it's so weird. Like, why bother with the dislike? Just don't watch the video. Like, just don't bother. So weird. I'm sorry. I was distracted by the chat that's on my phone. Not all of a sudden there was like a delay. Normally it was going at the same time. Shun the dislikes. Yeah, I guess. I don't know. It's probably that guy who says I cut him off this morning and wanted to beat the crap out of me in in the grocery store this morning at the ATM. Freaking road rage. That's who it was. It people. We used to say. Do you remember when the movie 28 Days came out? Cillian Murphy was the actor in that, and was it called 28 Days or just 28? I don't know, but it was like a zombie virus. That was like when the zombie virus movies were really in full swing. But that was a good movie. But they said that those zombies had the rage. So that used to be what we would say at work, because I work in retail, and when we'd have like customers one after the other that were just angry for like no reason, we were like, oh man, somebody's got the rage today. Yeah, I stayed calm the whole time. I was trying to explain to him that it wasn't, worth arguing over. Yeah, I definitely was. I know better than to engage in that. There was no point. If it had been one-on-one outside of a public place, like a grocery store, maybe I would have started shouting back and tried to defend that he technically was the one who cut me off because he tried to get into the turning lane after I was already there. But yeah, it didn't matter. I just wanted to diffuse the situation, because I was in line to use an ATM machine, and there was people in front of me and behind me while this guy was arguing. So, but I'm gonna cut the stream, guys. I hate to do it because we're really talking and engaging, but I wanna go to Ralph's stream, and I want to show the support. I have to go pee because I drank that coffee. So definitely I'm gonna do the whole thing. It's annoying, but if you're new to my channel, please subscribe. I really want to hit 500 today. It would be really fun tomorrow when I'm talking to my paranormal group that my channel has 500 subscribers. That would be cool. Everybody, I'm sure, hit the like. Don't hit the dislike. And notification bell. Hit the notification bell, because I will do more live streams. I'm definitely going to do some more. Thank you, Princess. Thank you, Red. Thank you, Tyler. Thank you, Yumi and Benny. And I think that's all of us. So awesome. Thank you. And I'm sure I will see some of you in other people's chats, or yours, or mine again. Bye.